Welcome back to Life with Queenette channel. When we say that man's heart is desperately wicked and no man can fathom the depth of evil that dwells in the heart of man, this story sure nails this particular expression in the perfect way. A few days ago, an Osun High Court sitting in Ikere has sentenced a prophet, Philip Shegun, 42-year-old, and Owolabi Adeko, 23-year-old, to death for the murder of one Favour Daley, oladele. They were also sentenced to 14 years imprisonment for conspiracy. The third person convicted was Owolabi's mother, Bola Adeko, who was sentenced to 2 years for cannibalism. Oladele, before meeting her end in the hands of the duo, was a final year student of Lagos State University, LASU. Oh my God. Recall that Owolabi Adeko and the deceased were both students of Lagos State University, that's LASU, in short, where they met and had been dating for months. The judgment was delivered by Justice Christiana Olokede Obadina on Monday. The court ruled that the prosecuting counsel has proved her case beyond any reasonable doubt. They were slammed with a 2-count charge bordering on conspiracy and murder, contrary to the Criminal Code Caption 34 Laws of Osun State 2022. According to the prosecution counsel, Adekemi Bello, the convicts committed the offense on December 8, 2019, and they were arraigned in the court on November 15, 2021. Favour Daley was a final year student, remember, and she was preparing for her final year exam when this incident took place. Before now, we were told that Favour traveled to her hometown in Lagos to visit her parents and probably to pick one or two things and then maybe money too. On this said Sunday, according to the father, she got a call. And the way she hurriedly prepared herself, took her bag and left immediately, made them think, maybe the mother, that there was something so serious to go through in school and she doesn't have to waste time and all that, so she needed to go back hurriedly, not knowing that probably she was planning to go back to school because she had the exam the next day. Remember that day was on a Sunday. She was supposed to write an exam, start her final year exam on Monday. So she needed to maybe touch up, go to this guy's place, and then from there go back to school. So they said okay, because the way she hurriedly left, probably there was something very urgent she needed to do in school. But as it was, or how it has been with them, from what the father said, usually when she gets to her destination, she'll give them a call to say, that thank you so much, I got back to school, I'm in school right now, I just want to call you to let you know that I got back safely. Especially if you're living in Nigeria, where you know that the security situation is alarming. So if you leave your beloved ones and you get to a destination, it is simple courtesy that you call them to tell them that you are fine, you are okay, and you arrived at the destination, safely. Now they waited for their daughter. They never knew that was the end. When they didn't hear from her, they started the search in earnest. They tried getting in contact with everyone they know that can give them the answer that they require. When they were not getting any answer, they went to the school. Remember, exam had already started, the final year exam. They went to the school and they were told that no one had ever set eyes on their daughter. That was when it dawned on them that there was trouble. while they were hoping and praying that wherever she was going to come back alive. And they had, gone to the police stations to announce about their missing daughter and all that. On Christmas Day, they broke the saddest of the sad news to them, telling them that their child's number was tracked down to Osun State, Ikere to be precise, where a man was caught using their daughter's number.
When now come here, we now use pencil piece to knock her head. So I now cut the head and breast and heart and the two hands.
That was the self-acclaimed pastor of Cherubim and Seraphim and Solution Center. That was the man speaking, how this Owolabi of a guy was the one that called this lady on the 8th of December and then asked her to come. Of course, this probably was your boyfriend, right? He called you to come. Maybe there's something I wanted to show. I want to take you to. From what they said, he lured her by saying she wanted her to come immediately so that they can go and see her uncle, or rather his uncle. Sorry about that. Because some things were getting serious, so maybe she thought, okay, it was time for introduction to some of the family members, and so she hurriedly, because you've trusted this person, she hurriedly left the home. All right, and then when she got there, this guy drugged her, put something in her drink, because he said he lodged her first in a hotel before taking her to the pastor's place. So after she was lodged, maybe she changed her clothes or she rested or whatever happened, this guy took this girl to these human beings. Should we call that church, or should we call it a shrine? Should we call it what? I don't know. Whatever you want to make out of it. Now, when they got to that place, this guy was the one that smashed, this same Owolabi smashed this girl's head with a pistol severally until she finally stopped. When they saw that she was dead and gone, all right, they harvested her organs for a get-rich-quick money-making concussion. It was gathered that the self-acclaimed pastor chopped off her head, took out her breasts, took out her heart, cut off her hands, and every other thing they did. Cut out her tongue, and then used it to prepare what they call a victory soup. That's a ritual meal for Owolabi and his mother, who he had claimed was broke. So when Owolabi was arrested by men of the state police command at Ikoile area of Osun State, he confessed, to having connived with Philip to kill his girlfriend for ritual. What a word. Meanwhile, I will not fail to add that it was said also, allegedly, that this girl was few months pregnant. Whether it was one of the requirements or it was a coincidence, your guess is as good as mine. But this was what these people did. All right. After harvesting the organs, they dumped her remains in a very shallow well. One would ask, how did the police find out? When she was murdered, in their greed, they took her possessions. And this same self-acclaimed pastor, herbalist, or whatever he called himself, took a hold of her phone, and was now using the phone. It was through that mobile phone that he was tracked down. And that was how the truth unfolded. This is where we're going to stop for today. Thank you so very much for taking our time to listen to this gory story. I'm sure you would have learned one or two things. Please drop what you think in the comment section. Bye for now.